Welcome to English quiz. Four options are given for each question. You have to select the best possible answer. Question number 1. Who wrote the novel Pride and Prejudice? The correct option is A. Jane Austen. Explanation: Jane Austen is the renowned English novelist who wrote Pride and Prejudice, a classic romance novel published in 1813. Question number 2. Which Shakespeare play is set in Denmark? The correct option is A. Hamlet. Explanation: Hamlet is a tragedy by William Shakespeare set in Denmark, where Prince Hamlet seeks to avenge his father's murder. Question number 3. Who wrote the poem The Road Not Taken? The correct option is A. Robert Frost. Explanation: Robert Frost is the celebrated American poet who wrote The Road Not Taken, a poem about choice and regret. Question number 4. What is the name of the protagonist in Daniel Defoe's novel Robinson Crusoe? The correct option is A. Robinson Crusoe. Explanation: Robinson Crusoe is the protagonist of Daniel Defoe's novel, a castaway who survives on a deserted island. Question number 5. Which novel begins with the line, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times"? The correct option is A. A Tale of Two Cities. Explanation: Charles Dickens' novel A Tale of Two Cities begins with this iconic line, contrasting the optimism and despair of life in London and Paris during the French Revolution. Question number 6. Who wrote the novel Wuthering Heights? The correct option is A. Emily Bronte. Explanation: Emily Bronte is the author of the classic novel Wuthering Heights, a tragic love story set in the Yorkshire moors. Question number 7. Which Shakespeare play features the characters Romeo and Juliet? The correct option is A. Romeo and Juliet. Explanation: Romeo and Juliet is a tragedy by William Shakespeare telling the story of two young lovers from feuding families. Question number 8. Who wrote the novel 1984? The correct option is A. George Orwell. Explanation: George Orwell is the author of the dystopian novel 1984, depicting a totalitarian future society. Question number 9. Which novel features the character Holden Caulfield? The correct option is A. The Catcher in the Rye. Explanation: J.D. Salinger's novel The Catcher in the Rye features Holden Caulfield, a disillusioned teenager navigating adolescence. Question number 10. Who wrote the poem The Waste Land? The correct option is A. T.S. Eliot. Explanation: T.S. Eliot is the modernist poet who wrote The Waste Land, a fragmented and elusive poem exploring disillusionment and spiritual decay. Question number 11. Who wrote the novel Jane Eyre? The correct option is A. Charlotte Bronte. Explanation. Charlotte Bronte is the author of the novel Jane Eyre, a classic romance about a strong-willed governess. Question number 12. Which Shakespeare play features the character Macbeth? The correct option is A. Macbeth. Explanation. Macbeth is a tragedy by William Shakespeare, telling the story of a Scottish nobleman's rise to power and downfall. Question number 13. Who wrote the novel The Great Gatsby? The correct option is A. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Explanation. F. Scott Fitzgerald is the author of the novel The Great Gatsby, a classic tale of the American dream and its illusions. Question number 14. Which novel features the character Heathcliff? The correct option is A. Wuthering Heights. Explanation. Heathcliff is the brooding and complex protagonist of Emily Bronte's novel Wuthering Heights. Question number 15. Who wrote the novel To Kill a Mockingbird? The correct option is A. Harper Lee. Explanation. Harper Lee is the author of the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel To Kill a Mockingbird, a classic tale of racial injustice and childhood innocence. Question number 16. Which Shakespeare play features the character Othello? The correct option is A. Othello. Explanation. Othello is a tragedy by William Shakespeare, telling the story of a Moorish general's downfall due to a jealousy and deceit. Question number 17. Who wrote the novel The Picture of Dorian Gray? The correct option is A. Oscar Wilde. Explanation. Oscar Wilde is the author of the philosophical novel The Picture of Dorian Gray, exploring the themes of beauty, morality, and vanity. Question number 18. Which novel features the character Dorian Gray? The correct option is A. The Picture of Dorian Gray. Explanation. Dorian Gray is the protagonist of Oscar Wilde's novel, a young and beautiful man who sells his soul for eternal youth and beauty. Question number 19. Who wrote the novel Frankenstein? The correct option is A. Mary Shelley. Explanation. Mary Shelley is the author of the Gothic novel Frankenstein, telling the story of a scientist's creation and its tragic consequences. Question number 20. Which novel features the character Count Dracula? The correct option is A. Dracula. Explanation: Count Dracula is the iconic vampire protagonist of Bram Stoker's novel Dracula, a classic tale of horror and suspense. Question number 21. Who wrote the novel The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn? The correct option is A. Mark Twain. Explanation: Mark Twain is the author of the classic American novel The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, exploring themes of racism, identity, and morality. Question number 22. Which novel features the character Tom Sawyer? The correct option is A. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Explanation: Tom Sawyer is the protagonist of Mark Twain's novel, a mischievous and adventurous young boy growing up in a small town. Question number 23. Who wrote the novel The Scarlet Letter? The correct option is A. Nathaniel Hawthorne. Explanation: Nathaniel Hawthorne is the author of the classic novel The Scarlet Letter, set in Puritan Massachusetts and exploring themes of guilt, sin, and redemption. Question number 24. Which novel features the character Hester Prynne? The correct option is A. The Scarlet Letter. Explanation: Hester Prynne is the protagonist of Nathaniel Hawthorne's novel A Strong-Willed Woman Forced to Wear the Scarlet Letter A is punishment for adultery. Question number 25. Who wrote the novel Moby Dick? The correct option is A. Herman Melville. Explanation: Herman Melville is the author of the epic novel Moby Dick, exploring themes of obsession, revenge, and the human condition. Thanks for watching. For more such videos, please subscribe to our channel English Learners.